7 serving 9. Pineda is blocked. The tip. Maraño sets it up. Mercado now.
Oh, a good one for Adamson. Maraño tries to tip the ball over.
Few errors on LaSalle's end. Allows some easy points here for Adamson. They're just down by 2. Or make that 1, 8-9. Kinlog is blocked. Back to a 2-point lead. 10-8.
Remember, it's the same rotation where they were stuck in the previous set. So they just need, to get 1 point and to get their rotation moving. Kinlog successful from the back. That's something that we don't normally see from them, getting hits from the back, which is working.
Serving is this, Patilano.
Good effort from Kinlog after getting blocked several times. Never lost her confidence. Cha Cruz. Zapanta.
That was a first line attack.
She was all over the ball that time. No defender whatsoever.
Look at that. Fell right there by that attack line.
Abigail Maraño to serve. 11-9.
Seems that the problem of the Lady Spikers is on their services. Ang daming service errors.
Something that we did not see in the first 2 sets.
And something that I guess Adamson should take advantage of, because now we're seeing quite a lot of errors from LaSalle.
Here comes Pineda. It is really intimidating to see Alarca and Cruz at the front line, jumping as you go up for the attack. That's the problem of the attackers of Adamson. I mean, you see these 2 ladies, you don't know what to do, and you all of a sudden just in the middle of your jump try to make up your mind. That's not going to work.
Let's see if our best spiker from last year can make a difference. Oh, but they don't get the point.
No touch. And now LaSalle again is on top by 3. There is an overreach on LaSalle's end.
It's called on Cha Cruz.
Again, these errors Adamson needs to capitalize on.
That's right. They have to make sure that all of their movements and all of their plays would be executed properly, alongside with a good defense, of course. At this point, with Benting and Soriano in the front line, you want to make sure that your floor defense will get each and every ball, kasi sayang yung opportunity to attack if they won't be able to set up a good play. And in this case, ganun pa rin eh. Hindi pumupunta dun sa setter yung bola. That's why she has to make adjustments and to just set very high balls.
Mercado.
Stephanie Mercado once again.
For those of you basketball fans who are just starting to appreciate volleyball, well, we have the PCCL action returning tomorrow. Also here at the arena in San Juan at 2 o'clock, FEU Adamson. And at 4, we have San Beda taking on LaSalle. This is an Elite 8 matchup, if I'm not mistaken. So catch it tomorrow live on Studio 23 and also live here at the venue at the arena in San Juan. But right now, we have set number 3 between LaSalle and Adamson, 2-0 set-wise for Lady Archers, and they are up by 4, 16-12 in set number 3. Jackie Alarca serving. And even on service receptions, nothing going right for Adamson. Mercado, that's too long. Point for Adamson.
Soriano now in the back row.
Soriano.
Easy kill by the tall ladies at the front, Gumabaw and Maraño.
You know, at this point, well, by now, Adamson should already be able to realize that, you know, all of the receptions or defense that they get, nadikit sa net, it would be difficult for Patilano to you know, set it up properly. Aside from that, ang lalaki pa ng blockers ang Lasal.
Speaking of the blockers, take a look there. The punishment they're dishing out to the attackers of Adamson. You almost feel sorry for Adamson at this point. I mean, how can you do something right if you have very skilled and athletic defensive people like that against you?
That's right, and I'm sure a lot of people are surprised, you know, with how this game is turning out.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Me too.
I was thinking, you know, it'd be pretty much the matchup of the Final Four that we saw last season, but it doesn't seem to be so, as Lasal is showing us way too much while Adamson can't seem to cope with what's going on. Let's listen into Coach Pante.
Parang naghihintayan kayo, kagaya niya, no? Ano hinihintay ninyo? Patak ng ulan? Tingnan niyo, naghahabol kayo, 6 na yan.
Kaya nyo kasing coverage.
Alam niyo, kung hulog-hulog lang kayo, natataranta kayo. Wala namang kaso yun eh. Kayo yung may kaso, ayaw niyong sipagan. Okay? Okay. Sige. Come on, guys.
At this point, and I mean, with the going against a team as talented and as skillful as Lasal, is it a case of sipagan pa nyo ng konti, or is it just a case of being overmatched?
Well, I think for a team like Adamson, I'm sure that they've already been in a situation like this. Pero hindi ganito yung turnout eh. Hindi yung parang hindi talaga sila nakakasabay sa Lasal. It's not that. So I think I don't know what's really happening with the team, but you know,
because I'm wondering, is it because they're not doing well, or is it because the team is just too strong for them?
Well, I think it's a factor that you know, Lasal is a strong team. If you look at the height, Lasal obviously has the height advantage. Skill-wise, in terms of blocking and offense, Lasal has it. But you know, again, makulit man if we say it over and over again, but you know, Adamson is a team that's really, really good when it comes to defense. And you know, they say in basketball, the team who's good in defense normally wins the game, right?
True.
It's just the same here in volleyball. You won't be able to get a kill if your opponent, like for example, Adamson, will be able to answer all of your offense. But right now, that's what we're not seeing from Adamson. Kumbaga, kung ano yung strength nila is what's missing from their game today.
Good argument that I would have to agree on. Let's see if, you know, they can still muster up a little bit of energy to mount a run via their defense. They're down by 5.
What would be interesting though is if we see Lasal going up against a team na match nila in terms of, like for example, UST. UST stole the win from, well, not really stole the win. They had a flawless season, but then of course at the end it was UST really emerging as the better team and got the championship. It would be interesting, you know, how this team would play against UST.
Clash of the Titans, so to speak.
But it was a well-deserved win for UST last year.
Lasal scrambling here. They go to Mercado. The push. 21-15, back to a 6-point lead here for Lasal.
Just really clueless with what's happening with Adamson right now.
Serving Stephanie Mercado.
According to the report earlier, when they started out, that, you know, they are well prepared coming into this season, as compared to last, actually, when, you know, they had to struggle to make schedule for practices because of Typhoon Ondoy. What a solid block.
Things are just not going Adamson's way. No matter how hard they try, it's just the luck of LaSalle. Maybe not luck, but you know, it's really LaSalle forcing the points against Adamson.
(22-15). Pineda. It's just a team with such great defense, such great offense. That's LaSalle doing what they need to do, and Adamson not being able to cope. Let's listen in.
Ha? Ikaw, Bebang. Late yung timing, no? Late yung timing. Tingnan ninyo, ano yung diferensya? Ano yung diferensya? Oh? You see? Ibig sabihin, tapos kayo sa ano ng training. Oh? Ayaw nyo mag-ano ng training ng gusto. Oh, kala ko kontento na kayo sa alam ninyo. Oh, okay? Ha? Okay. Sila hulog ng hulog. Sige, hataw na lang ng hataw. Okay? Adamson!
The frustration on the faces of the players, and also in the tone of Coach Dulce Pante, as they have no idea how to solve this problem right now facing them.
That's right. Ang hinahanap niya ngayon is diskarte amongst the players, and let's see if they can still try to lengthen this set. But you know, at the rate we're going, and with how LaSalle is playing, siguro may lakad sila after. They want to go home right away.
24-15. A match point for LaSalle. Jack Cruz. And that's all they need. Quick work of Adamson is what LaSalle did. Their training in Japan definitely paid off, as you can see with their level of play. It was all Lady Archers right from the first serve as they sweep Adamson in 3 straight sets, 25-14, 25-13, and 25-15. We'll be back to wrap this up right after these.